She cheated and claimed, "Don't hold it against me. You never provided a secure environment for my emotional requirements. This stems from my past wounds." I responded, "I understand what you're saying." Then I established a secure environment for myself by removing her from the house and placing her emotional baggage on the front yard. The expression on her face when her manipulation failed. Discovered my girlfriend was being unfaithful because she's hopelessly incompetent with technology. Like, comically terrible. Which is ironic since she constantly shares posts about how her age group is so technologically advanced. She's 30. I'm 32. We're from the exact same age bracket. Sophia and I were together for 2 years. We met at a mutual friend's wedding. She was in human resources at a big company. I work as a network security consultant. Earn a solid income. Own a modest home in a suburban area. Fairly ordinary existence. She spent the night at my place around 6 evenings a week, but maintained her own apartment on the other side of town. Claimed she required personal space for times when her job became overwhelming. Warning sign. Possibly. But I'm not possessive. You want to keep your separate place? Fine by me. It simply meant she covered her own rent. I covered mine. We divided costs for food and outings. I wasn't supporting her entirely. The way I found out about the infidelity was almost comical. She'd been borrowing my laptop since hers was acting up. Given my job in network security, my laptop had superior performance. No big deal. I allowed her to use it. She neglected to sign out of her Instagram direct messages. Monday morning, I started my workday, opened the browser, and there it was staring back at me. Her Instagram account. DMs visible. I wasn't prying. It was simply left open. The most recent chat. Some man called Derek. The preview read, "Last night was incredible. When can we meet again?" I couldn't resist clicking. 3 months worth of exchanges. Flirtatious comments. Arrangements to get together. Images I prefer not to detail. Proof of video chats I certainly didn't want to encounter. All occurring while she was uploading photos of us as a couple on her profile with captions praising secure relationships and discovering your soulmate. The conversations were current. Meaning, last night referred to Sunday evening. The Sunday when she told me she was remaining at her apartment to prepare meals for the upcoming week. I captured screenshots of it all. Each message, each image, every date and time. Compiled them into a dedicated folder. Saved backups in 3 separate places. Then signed her out and shut the browser. Continued working remotely that Monday. Couldn't concentrate on anything else. She arrived back from her job around 6 p.m. that evening carrying takeout. Thai cuisine. My preferred choice. "Hey honey, picked up your favorite." I was seated on the sofa. Laptop shut on the coffee table. "Appreciate it. Mind if we discuss something briefly?" "Of course." She placed the food down. Took a seat beside me. "What's going on? Who is Derek?" Her expression shifted in an instant. A fleeting micro-reaction that lasted perhaps half a second. Panic, then scheming, then feigned ignorance. "Derek? I'm not familiar with any Derek. Give it another shot. Honestly, I have no idea what you mean." I opened my laptop. Displayed the screenshots. Angled the screen her way. She examined them. Her complexion drained. Then flushed. Then drained once more. "You rummaged through my private messages? You left them accessible on my device. Privacy doesn't function that way when you forget to log out on somebody else's computer." She rose. Began walking back and forth. All right. This appears terrible. It is terrible. But there's context you have to grasp." She halted her pacing. Fixed me with an intense gaze. As if preparing to deliver a deep insight. "This has nothing to do with you. It's about me dealing with certain personal issues. Dealing with issues by being intimate with Derek. It's far more nuanced than that. Clarify it for me then." She inhaled deeply, and then she uttered it. The statement that revealed I had been involved with someone utterly detached from reality. "Don't hold me responsible for this. You failed to offer a nurturing environment for my emotional needs. This is rooted in my unresolved trauma." I simply gazed at her. "I've been discussing this in therapy. My early experiences with abandonment show up as a craving for affirmation from various people. Derek offered an environment where I could examine that craving free from criticism. You can't punish me for reacting to my past wounds. You were unfaithful and you're labeling it therapeutic. I'm labeling it personal growth. And your response of fury rather than compassion demonstrates precisely why I sought that outside affirmation." I shut my laptop. "Leave." "What?" "Gather your belongings and exit my home. You can't simply force me out. This is my residence as well." No, it's not. You maintain an apartment elsewhere. You cover rent there. Your correspondence arrives there. You visit here frequently, but you don't reside here. There's a distinction. I've made this my home too. Produce a single mail item addressed here. One bill in your name. One formal record indicating this as your address. She was unable, because none existed. I spend 6 nights a week here. That qualifies as living together. That's you as a regular visitor. A visitor whose invitation has been revoked. You're refusing to hear me. I'm attempting to describe my past wounds. I hear you. You experienced trauma. You addressed it by being unfaithful. Now you'll face new challenges from suddenly needing to manage on your own. Best wishes. Don't ridicule my growth journey. I'm not ridiculing a thing. I'm simply declining to be involved further. Depart. She remained still. We should discuss this. Work through it. I can't simply depart. Observe. I retrieved my phone. Noted the time. 6:45 p.m. Began dialing. Who are you contacting? A locksmith. Arranging to replace my locks this evening. That's extreme. That's practical. The locksmith picked up. I booked for 8 p.m. 2 hours. Sophia stared at me as if I were unrecognizable. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe you're shocked. I shared my vulnerabilities with you, and you're turning them against me. You were unfaithful and described it as a reaction to past wounds. I'm merely reacting to my own pain from being with someone who treats social media psychology buzzwords as an identity. That's deeply painful. Intended to be. I rose, headed to the bedroom, began removing her items from my wardrobe. She trailed behind. What's your plan? Organizing your possessions. You have no right. I have every right. She had accumulated quite a bit. Apparel, footwear, those numerous skincare masks she rarely applied, beauty items that were pricier than my vehicle expenses. Everything went into bags. This constitutes abuse. You're abusing me financially by forcing me to go. You possess your own apartment. Return there. I can't manage both rents. That's your concern. Should have considered that prior to Derek. Quit saying his name in that tone. What tone? The tone for the man you were involved with while sharing couple images of us. She began weeping. Not genuine sorrow. Calculated tears. The type where speech remains clear amid sniffles. You're making no effort to see my viewpoint. A true partner would aim to resolve this. Would offer room for my growth. I'm offering room. Between us. Enduring room. It required 30 minutes to organize everything. For big bags and 2 cartons. Transported them all to the front yard. Returned indoors. She was on the sofa weeping into her device. Messaging someone urgently. Your possessions are on the yard. You have 2 hours until the locks are replaced. I'm contacting my therapist. Fine. Send her my regards. She's assisting me in dealing with this rejection. Excellent. Deal with it at your own place. Her device rang. She answered with speaker on. Hello? Sophia, dear, what's the matter? Female voice. Likely the therapist. He's forcing me out. Immediately. Refuses to allow explanation. May I speak with him? Sophia passed me the phone. She wishes to converse. I accepted it. Hello? Hello, this is Dr. Patricia Hollings. Sophia's counselor. Nice for her. She's experiencing a crisis currently. She requires assistance. She requires Derek. They appeared quite connected. Silence. I'm uncertain what you mean by that. The man she's been intimate with for 3 months while staying here and attributing it to childhood wounds compelling her actions. Extended silence. That's an overly simplified view of intricate emotional patterns. It's a precisely correct view of infidelity. Sophia has been addressing profound abandonment issues. Her way of attaching leads to. I'll interrupt you now. I don't mind. I'm neither her counselor, guardian, nor target for frustration. I'm her former boyfriend, as of roughly 45 minutes past. She may address her wounds at her apartment. You're lacking empathy significantly. Correct. I'm establishing boundaries. That's another counseling term, isn't it? Click. Ended the call. Return the phone to Sophia. That was disrespectful. That was effective. She continued messaging urgently for the following 20 minutes, likely sharing her version with sympathetic ears. My doorbell sounded around 7:30 p.m. Assumed the locksmith arrived ahead of schedule. Incorrect. 3 ladies on my doorstep. Sophia's pals from her regular brunch gatherings, the ones leaving enthusiastic comments on her posts. Brittany, the tallest leading, accompanied by 2 others I barely recalled names for. We're here to support Sophia, Brittany announced. She's indoors. Her items are on the yard. We are aware. We're assisting her. Wonderful. Assist by loading it into her vehicle. We're also here to inform you that your approach is quite inadequate. Acknowledged. More to add. Sophia explained the situation regarding her reaction to past wounds. You're acting very insensitively. She informed you about being unfaithful for 3 months. She shared that she was examining her emotional requirements in a non-judgmental setting and you're penalizing her for it. Curious perspective. Brittany advanced. Listen, we understand your pain, but Sophia has endured much. She's focusing on improvement. The minimum you could offer is backing that effort. I am backing it. By stepping aside, she can improve elsewhere. That's harsh. That's known as a limit. Your companion ought to consider establishing some. The shorter friend with spectacles chimed in. We won't depart without Sophia. Suits me. Please escort her and her belongings. They entered. I remained on the porch. Overheard their conversation with Sophia. Plenty of, he's extremely harmful, and you merit more, and this is surely a reaction to your existing wounds. They aided Sophia in transporting items to Brittany's SUV. Required 3 rounds. I remained seated on my porch steps throughout, browsing my phone. Sophia emerged for the final load. Pause before me. I trust you realize this will leave lasting marks on me. Likely less than discovering your partner has been unfaithful for 3 months while pretending it's personal development. I never claimed it was development. I claimed it was a reaction to wounds. Same difference. You're belittling my progress. I'm merely present. You're the one continuing to speak. I'll work through this with my close network. Wonderful. Do so anywhere but here. Brittany shouted from the vehicle. Sophia, let's go. Sophia glanced at me once more. You might have joined my growth path. I did. I'm the segment teaching that behaviors carry outcomes. She entered the car. They departed. Locksmith arrived precisely at 8 p.m. Replaced every lock. $200. Every dollar justified. Update. 48 hours afterward. The online backlash began nearly right away. Sophia shared an extensive Instagram story that Monday evening shortly after her friends left her off. Couldn't view it myself since I'd blocked her, but captures reached me via shared contacts soon. The post was a triumph of self-victimization. Occasionally, those closest to you cannot provide room for your personal growth. I'm realizing that some individuals lack the capacity to comprehend reactions to past wounds. I'm thankful for my close network that truly sees me, affirms me, and offers security for processing my rejection fears. To anyone facing complicated attachment styles, know you're supported. Your growth remains valid even if others turn it against you. Responses varied. Her close friends, you merit far better. His mistake. So proud of your self-priority. Yet others? What occurred? You all right? Hold on, what? Then a comment. Weren't you sharing a couple image just days ago? Sophia responded. Occasionally individuals reveal their real nature when you're at your weakest. Another, details on what transpired? I'm not prepared to disclose publicly. Simply understand that during trauma work, not all can manage your evolution. I stayed silent. No comments. No posts. Allowed her version to stand. But then Derek's involvement surfaced. More accurately, Derek's girlfriend did. You see, I'd investigated post-discovery, easily located Derek. Open Instagram profile. Extremely open. Including status. In relationship with Jessica Martinez, for years. I avoided contacting Jessica. Preferred no further entanglement. But by Wednesday, Derek evidently felt remorse or grew careless. From later accounts, he left his phone unsecured during a shower. Jessica noticed a message alert from Sophia. Investigated. Discovered all. And Jessica chose not to remain discreet. She shared captures of exchanges between Derek and Sophia. Obscured sensitive sections, but revealed sufficient clarity. Tagged Sophia. Tagged Derek. Tagged various shared contacts. Caption. Discovering your long-term boyfriend's colleague was actually his affair partner. Ironic how she discusses wounds and growth while deliberately harming another's relationship. At Sophia Thompson. This isn't growth. It's merely self-centered. Soon, mutual contacts informed me Sophia's profile turned private. But harm was inflicted. Those same contacts began inquiring. Individuals who had offered support on Sophia's ambiguous post realized the curated narrative. I received messages from 3 separate people. Man, did Sophia betray you with Derek? I answered identically each time. Yes. No further details. No theatrics. Pure truth. What do you seek from me? 0. I seek 0 from you. That's the essence. Pursue growth. Attend sessions. Address your wounds. Simply elsewhere. I never intended harm. Yet you caused it. And upon exposure, you attributed it to your past. That's more damaging than mere infidelity. That's evading ownership. She wept. Genuine this time. Not calculated. True remorse. I erred badly. I recognize that. All right. Apologies. All right. Could we attempt once more? I'll end contact with Derek. I'll address my problems. No. Why? Because you revealed a lesson. That certain individuals wield counseling terms as tools for harm. You wielded your wounds to rationalize harming me, then wielded them again to position yourself as victim upon exposure. I refuse involvement with such behavior. I am capable of change. Possibly. For another person. I entered my truck. She remained in the lot. I departed. Final update. 3 weeks on. Existence has been peaceful. Positive peaceful. Sophia ceased all contact. Her profile remains private. From mutual friend reports, her counselor terminated their arrangement. Evidently, in a meeting, Sophia confessed fabricating the separation details, admitting infidelity and reframing it as wound reaction to dodge ownership. Dr. Hollings stated she couldn't treat someone misusing therapeutic concepts to control others and evade outcomes, provided alternative referrals, and concluded. Her social group divided. The initial 3 responders that evening, Brittany and the pair, remained supportive at first, but Sophia's broader circle, around 8 or 9 from brunches and reading groups, began withdrawing upon learning the altered narrative. Ultimately, only Brittany and perhaps one remained supportive. Derek and Jessica separated. Jessica's profile flourishes. She shares fitness updates and appears content. Positive for her. Sophia's mother phoned once more with apologies. Stated she challenged Sophia on the true events, and Sophia confessed to altering the framing. Linda's phrasing. My child must realize therapy isn't justification. It's an instrument. She's misused it. Intelligent lady, Linda. I updated my Netflix access code. We'd shared, but it was my account. Updated all shared streaming similarly. She could subscribe independently now. Went on dates with 2 separate women. Nothing committed. Merely exploring. Both inquired about my prior relationship. Both occasions I replied identically. She was unfaithful and attempted to manipulate me with counseling phrases. Failed. Both valued the candor. Sophia messaged from yet another unknown number yesterday. Her 3rd bypass attempt. I've been engaging in authentic self-improvement. I now see my errors. Apologies for the pain I caused. I responded, positive for you. Continue the effort. She inquired, coffee sometime? Merely converse? I replied, no thank you but best wishes. No further reply. I hold no resentment. No ill will. Simply no desire for her presence in my world. She may address her wounds. May resolve rejection issues. May locate a counselor aiding true ownership rather than weaponizing psychological concepts. But all independently of me. I'm constructing my own secure environment now. One where individuals don't attribute poor choices to their past and demand acceptance. Evidently, that's the purpose of boundaries. Securing yourself when another's growth inflicts your pain. Sophia desired I provide room for her wound reactions. I provided for roughly 3 months as she examined them with Derek. Then I provided another form of room. The form with replaced locks and her items on the yard. Greatest choice I've made.